To the health sector now, quackery, if addressed, will reduce wrong diagnosis and even increase early treatment of cancer and other diseases. This was part of resolutions raised at the 62nd Annual Conference of the Association of Medical Laboratory Scientists of Nigeria in Jalingo, the Taraba state capital, the 52nd Annual Conference.
According to the World Health Organization, over 70% of cancer deaths occur in low and middle-income countries. Here, medical laboratory scientists are brainstorming on how to address the scourge. They say early detection, diagnosis and creating awareness are critical in the fight against the disease.
It is our expectation that people will be made to know the importance of early diagnosis of cancer, which will also inform early treatment. Because once there is early diagnosis, there will be prompt intervention and it will address cancer spreading in the country.
Worried by the activities of quacks in the profession, the regulatory agency is asked to take urgent steps.
The regulatory body of your association, the Medical Laboratory Science Council, is therefore called upon not to rest its oars in fishing out these entities and to apply the applicable laws to abrogate this source of threat to public health so as to avert the danger of leaving the fortunes of patients and clients in the hands of quacks or impostors.
Some of the participants share their views on the significance of the conference.
There is a component of cancer that has to do with diet. That is the primary domain of women. Women should come together, start teaching the village women the appropriate diet to keep their children in order to prevent cancer.
We'll also be collaborating with Cancer Control Unit of the Federal Ministry of Health to ensure that there will be daily awareness and treatment of whoever that is down with cancer, because as it is, early detection is the cure to this menace as it is.
Cancer is regarded as the fastest killer disease compared to tuberculosis, HIV and malaria. And the consensus here is that the provision of well-equipped medical facilities if the fight against the disease must be won.
And now in the southwest, the wife of the Ogun State Governor, Mrs. Olufun Shamosu, has appealed to well-meaning Nigerians and corporate organizations to do more in the way of assisting the less privileged in society, especially considering the current economic situation. She made the call in Abeokuta North Local Government area of the state at an outreach program to mark the World Poverty Eradication Day. Food items and cash were distributed to about 2,000 residents of the area as part of her gesture towards eradicating poverty.
We're trying to alleviate poverty here. So we have vulnerable people from across Ogun State gathered here, and we're just handing them grains and a stipend for transportation just to commemorate the International Day for Eradication of Poverty. We can only try. They say the journey of 1,000 miles starts by the first step, and we are doing what we can, and we're just appealing to everybody, just as I said in my speech, that it doesn't matter whether it's only one person you can impact on. Do so. If you and I and everybody impacts on one person, then collectively we would make an impact that is effective. So everybody should just do what they can from their little corner, and collectively it will impact on people.
To the south now, residents of Core Area 2 in Onam community in Delta State have 90 days to complete their land ratification or have their whole houses demolished. The Delta State government says it's not a threat, as the 19-man special task force have been empowered to carry through government's order. But some of the residents say the order is coming as a surprise because they already have certificates of occupancy covering the land area which government claims is under acquisition.
Onam community is about 5 minutes drive from Asaba, the capital city.
See the new prices, all of them.
The attraction to this community, apart from its closeness to the state capital, is also due to the high cost of land in the area.
You can imagine this kind of fine house do not house a building plan, a survey plan.
But the people in core area 2 are now in trouble as they have gotten a 90 days ultimatum from government to regularize their land title or have the bulldozers visit them.
Government is government. Government intention is for everybody to be peaceful as much as possible to develop our states.
This claim by the government is not going down well with the people, as they claim that they carried out all necessary investigation on the land before purchase and that the structural drawings for their buildings were even approved by the Ministry of Lands.
The regularization should be defined. Are you saying we'll come and rebuy the land we bought from community? A community member sold this land to us. We have valid documents to show that we purchased this land. Some of us made inquiries. I particularly made inquiry. I went to Lands and Survey to ask a land I'm interested in. I want to know because I'm hearing rumor that part of this land belongs to government. And it was confirmed that it doesn't belong to the area government has expressed interest.
I am the person who sold the property to them. I have advised all my clients to go and comply with government to regularize all their documents because for past 5 or 7 years now, they don't have any documents.
You don't have a CFO at all. You are going to regularize.
Again, the chairman of the special task force accuses the house owners of negligence.
These are Nigerians, these are deltas. Either wrongly or rightly, land was sold to them. And this land that was sold to them is over 15 years in that place. For 15 years, you have a building, 2-3-story building, you have an estate, you don't have a document to that effect. Because it's clearly the government owns the place. So what we're trying to do as government is for you to show us your building plan, approved building plan, and of course the survey plan.
Down to an NPC back.
The state government appears to have made up its mind to bring down the homes of those who do not comply after 90 days. But the people insist that their position should also receive attention, which is that under the previous administrations, certificates of occupancy were obtained for the same land in question. But that seems to have been overtaken now, as government has invalidated their CFO recently.